Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and touch on a fragrance that was released in 2015. From the house of Prada, we're talking about Infusion D'Iris. Now Infusion D'Iris is, yes, it's a fragrance from the house of Prada, but it came to mind specifically when I was looking for a clean fragrance. Now, thinking about clean fragrances, one of the first houses that kind of came to my mind was the house of Prada. They do many clean fragrances really well, and I figured, you know, I'm looking for a clean fragrance, let's go ahead and look at this house. Now, I came across the Infusion series, excellent series for fragrances, and I specifically saw Infusion D'Iris and saw the dominant notes in this fragrance were iris and they were neroli. So I thought, you know what? Let me go ahead and give this one a shot, because those two notes are generally pretty unisex. So even though the fact that this fragrance is marketed for women, I thought, all right, this might be a scent that is actually perfectly fine for any gender to actually go across. And I was not wrong. It is a fragrance that can work for both men and women. However, I did find that the fragrance is probably, more aptly a little bit more suited for women. When you start off and you spray this fragrance, one of the key things that you immediately begin to get is that nice, soft iris note. Now, that iris note really remains soft. It's not too masculine, it's not too feminine. It really remains soft, and you start to get a little bit more of that neroli, that clean neroli scent. It becomes a very clean neroli iris type of a scent. You start to get a little bit more of the citrus, and what really makes this fragrance special is you get a very slight note of vanilla. Now that's coming from the benzoin that's in the fragrance, but you get that slight note. And at the end of the day, if you're kind of just taking all that together, you're getting a clean, soft scent that really works well for those occasions where you don't really want to stick out or stand out, but at the same time you want to smell good, you want to smell clean, and you want to smell presentable. So this is a good fragrance, especially for the workplace. It's one that you can easily wear in those scenarios and be perfectly fine with it. So absolutely fantastic on that. The other kind of thing that this evokes with its base nature is spring. I really think about spring, especially when I think of a lot of the infusion fragrances, but Infusion D'Iris is one that I really do think about spring occasionally with this one. It's just constructed such that it does really well. The performance is actually pretty good on this fragrance. It's not gonna knock your socks off, but it's gonna be on your skin a decent amount. And the thing about this one is, again, it's soft. The projection on this fragrance is really only going to be closer to skin, and people within your immediate vicinity that come around you are going to eventually smell you. It has a decent sillage trail, but it's really going to be kind of limited to that. So take with that what you will. Unfortunately, this fragrance is not really a heavy compliment getter. I did not find it to be such. It does have that generic clean scent, cleanliness that does smell good, but it's not one that people are going to be, super attracted to you when you go ahead and put on. So it does get that. So if I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give this fragrance a rating 3.5 out of 5 stars. At the end of the day, this is a good fragrance. Some of the things that it has working against it, unfortunately, are one, the price tag. The price tag, to me, it's a little bit too much at retail value for what you're actually getting, only because the same house, Prada, produces other fragrances that are far less expensive and kind of have the same vibe to it and do just as good. So it kind of, their own success in the past has kind of made me turn this sideways and say, well, why this fragrance is like 3 times as much as a similar fragrance from the house of Prada that accomplishes the same thing. So it loses a little points for that. It's not the greatest compliment getting scent, which I don't really lose points for it, but I just think the value is just a little bit skewed and off. But if you're looking for a scent that is going to be a clean scent, well presented, something that you can definitely get into, then this is one that you definitely want to take a look at. So that pretty much is it. Let me know what your thoughts are on this fragrance. Look forward to hearing from it. Thank you guys, take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.